Good morning, gang. Quiet this morning, is it? Just a few of you here? Who knows? Monday morning here in Tokyo, long weekend. It's going to be another busy day in the shop. Yesterday was, I say the same thing, I should just get a tape recording, just press the button for the morning's intro. Very busy day in the shop today, busiest day we've ever had. It's a long weekend, so it's been crazy, and Sunday was really fun. Really, really fun. We did 4 parties. We had a ton of visitors, YouTube viewers, people who saw the video on the plane, stuff like that. They come in the door, they're smiling already, they're having so much fun. Okay, we're going to do this tentacle here this morning. We're getting closer, we've got a lot of this done now. There's a little cluster over here. One at the top. We'll do this one today. We'll start with this one. We'll have a little bit of we'll have a short show and tell. No, I know. It'll be a short show, no, it'll be a long show and tell. No, it'll be a short show and tell. Both are true. It'll be a short show and tell, but it'll be a long show and tell. How's that for a bit of a tease? Some stuff that came in yesterday from an auction we got a few days ago. Fun, 4 fun prints, quite unusual. It's going to be difficult to show them here on the camera, but let's see. Yeah, I did. I pasted one down yesterday, and I think I might have got it backwards when I was tracing it, so I'm leaving this one. This is one I pasted down last night. And when I was tracing it, I think I misunderstood the way it went. I think I traced it so that the orange line was there, and the dots were on this side, and I think that's backwards. Now that I see it again yesterday, because I think it's this one on her hair, her back of her head. And I think it's just eclipsed by her arm here. So that's not where the orange line should go. The orange line goes along the open back side of each tentacle. So I think the orange line should go in the back here and dots in the middle. And I think the original guy might have also got it backwards. So I'm just going to let that one sit for a while rather than start cutting it this morning. I'm going to sit and think about that for a bit, what to do. It doesn't really matter as long as there's some orange dots on it to give it a bit of flavor. But I think I'd like to sit and think about it. So I just skip it for now. And come back over to something that's more clearly understandable and organized. Well, the window open this morning is more variety of birds today than it's usually just crows, but today there's other stuff out there. I don't know what they are. orange line doesn't go all the way through on this one. It's orange at the top of this, and there's nothing. And it comes back in at this point. I think we'll leave it very, very thin there. Then come back in. I should remember there's going to be one here, so let's put this here for now, just to remember. Quiet chat this morning, you guys. People have got other stuff to do. Do you? What is it? It's Monday morning here. It must be Sunday evening for most of you, is it? Way too much glue there. That applicator is either all or nothing. Okay, away we go. Oh, you come alive. You come alive. Sunday, Monday morning. You asked about linoleum. I have no experience, not one. I've never seen a linoleum block, let alone a carved one, so I really can't offer any suggestions on that. If you look over on the Facebook page, the one they call the Acolytes page, there's people over there that are doing both lino work and wood block. So they could give you more info on that, but as I said, I've never even seen one, so I can't offer anything that would make any sense. You know. Wet wood, it doesn't want to slice easily. You know. It's the most common sound we hear on this street, tourists rolling a suitcase along the sidewalk. At this time of day, I think pretty much it's people heading out. They've got up in the morning, they're heading for the airport to leave. Not too many people will be coming in at this time of the morning to head for their hotel. Can't check in at 8 o'clock in the morning. I wonder if you could learn the voices of those crows, you know, those two that were just there right now. They had us. Is that our shoe lady? Is that the same one? She's going a bit faster today. I'm not sure if that's her. Bit of a different sound. 8:24. It makes sense. Maybe 5 minutes late. She's walking faster. That could be the same woman. We're stalking this shoe lady. Or maybe that's a different pair of shoes she's got today. I should get out there one day just about this time, 8:15, stand by and watch just so I can see who it is who walks by. But that starts to be borderline real stalking, not just audio stalking. Zoom in a bit more than that, I think. Today's Monday, and I'm not sure actually if Cameron will be here today. It's actually a long weekend, so he might be booking off. I'm not sure. Spend time with his wife and kid. Last weekend was a long weekend. He was here. He runs his own schedule. He makes his own time and stuff like that. And we don't usually like to have him take too many days off in a row because he's the one that does the order processing. And when orders come in and there's no response email for a few days, people get nervous and they write to us, "Dave, what's wrong?" I sent something by PayPal. I didn't get an answer. So he'll probably be in this morning, but I'm not quite sure. And he's having mixed feelings right now. He did that video last week. He put up the video, and unlike our normal YouTube comments, this one's a bit different. There's been some comments that are not 100% positive on this video, which is not so common for us. And Cameron's been, I think, feeling a little bit strange about that. There's been positive comments about what he did. Cameron loved your editing work and stuff like that. But because it wasn't me, there's a lot of comments about that. Who is this? What's going on? I think some of those comments were a little bit not so friendly. Actually, a few were quite a bit not so friendly. And it hits him a little bit hard. So he may not want to talk about that. See if I can resist bringing it up when he gets here. Whatever, the videos I've been making him, and I'm going to still keep making them, of course, but I can't always be the only person that does that sort of thing here. We have to diversify. We have to, I have to delegate a lot of this stuff, Of course, I'm still going to be the face of this. I'm still going to make most of the videos. But this place can't be all about me, or it's got no future, So some of the viewers are just going to have to get used to it. This is not going to be 100% of it. What's this already? Cameron-san? No. Is it Kawai-san or Cameron? What time is it? 8:33. It's too early for both of them. Who is it? Oh, it's Cameron.
It's me.
Early. I was thinking too early for Kawai-san, too early for Cameron. We just passed the shoe lady.
I can go on a walk again.
You probably don't know about the shoe lady. She's before your time. I mean, she's before your time. Every day she's before your time. I'm not sure if it's imagining or not. Some days they have the shutter open.
Right.
And there's this particular lady who walks down about 8:15, quite strongly and vividly. She's got a good, solid pair of shoes. Bang, 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 bang. On a certain pace. And we've been recognizing her, perhaps imaginarily, And today, I didn't think about it, but about 8:20 or so. And I think it's the same lady, but a different pair of shoes. And a bit hurry, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. And it would make sense, 5 minutes late, so she's a bit of a hurry,
Huh.
But it seems to be day in, day out, day in, day out.
Huh.
I don't keep reading. We're on the track. We've been stalking this lady. There's this thread about this.
Oh, good.
Dave's shoe stalking stream. I think somebody said, Dave, I said I should go outside for a few minutes at that time. They can remind me at 8:14. I'll go and wait outside just to see who this is walking by.
Who is this?
And they're like, Dave, don't do it because you'll be disappointed. The reality is never as good. But I'm not imagining some drop-dead gorgeous woman. I'm just curious. It's a pretty firm, hard shoe, and I think this is
He's on a mission.
Some tough lady, So.
Got somewhere to be at 8:15.
So when I said before your time, I meant not before you joined us a year ago. I meant before your time. You know what I'm doing? I'm carving dots and stuff. So
Carving dots.
it was really, really, really quiet chat to someone. Like I thought, is anybody there? And they were just quiet. Yeah. So anyway, have a look, see what's going on.
So what everyone's up to today. Good morning, everyone.
I don't see any new faces, but there might be. I don't know.
Is she wearing Geta?
No, it's shoes. It's very sensible shoes, like business lady. This is not high heels or something like this. How was your weekend?
It's good. Yeah.
It's crazy here.
Was it?
Yesterday was the single busiest, most just up and down, noisy day we've ever had. Register was okay, not so much sale. Normal day of sales, but nothing spectacular. But the people, just the people.
Really?
It's the same thing. It's YouTube, and a movie in the airplane and stuff. And people are excited to come in and see us. Can we take a picture? And, just endless. So much fun.
Yeah. Let's see. Quick question about carving tools for someone thinking of getting into it. Is there a particular shape of knife I should be looking for, or is that a problem until I get some more experience under my belt?
Yeah.
Nano Delta.
Just what have you got in the house to start with? Yeah.
As long as it's not a steak knife.
I wouldn't care. Try it. Whatever you've got in your home, community, or stationery store, whatever, just try something.
Yeah. And join the Acolytes page. Soon I'm going to be sharing pictures of the set of knives you got from Yahoo Auctions.
Sorry, I forgot
weren't
about
exactly
that.
what we were looking for, but
it'll do for something.
But
that
it should be good.
That reminds me.
Set.
A young man came in yesterday. Okay, a few people came in yesterday. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Me Lab, the woodblock printmaking teaching thing, is up and running again. It's on their autumn session is over there. I think there's 6 or 8 students out there in Kawaguchiko, and one of them came in yesterday, and actually he told me his name quickly in passing. I don't remember it. He's from Germany. I don't know. I think Johann Peterson or something. I can't remember. He was here for like 3-4 hours. We were talking, but just before I left, I said, "Oh, by the way, can I, what's your name?" He told me quickly, but I forgot in all the chaos. So I'm sorry to be impolite. He may be listening this morning because he learned about the stream yesterday.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's been making prints. He's already done some printmaking work, even though he's taking.
We have a delivery. Sorry.
早いね。はい。おはようございます。どうも。
はい。2つですね。すみません。はい。ありがとうございます。
Big box. It's coming from Billy Hong.
Oh, it'll be blocks. Yeah. So. Is it heavy? It's wood blocks?
It's pretty heavy, yeah. Well, this one.
Actually, it's probably the blocks for Kawaguchiko. It's funny, we were just talking about Kawaguchiko.
This is an item you won from Yahoo.
Yeah. Sort of, you go open it, let it maybe or something.
Okay.
I forgot, I was trying to tell you something, I forgot.
A man who was here for a few hours. Didn't catch his name.
So he's from Germany. He's been making some prints as a bit of a hobby, reading the website, reading the book, and all that kind of stuff. He's been getting interested in it, and now he's here at the MeLab, for doing the actual course. So I asked him, have you made any prints already? He says, yeah, but I'm saying, show me. Did you bring them with you? He says, well, no, but. And he's hesitant because they're always shy because their first prints or whatever not so good or something like this. So it's a very common thing. So I'm saying, show me. I'm not such a jerk. Let me just see your stuff. So he gets his phone out and he shows me his first print. And seconds later, I am in convulsions of laughter. This was so cool.
Oh, okay.
No. This was
hilariously bad.
No. This was maybe like the happiest moment of my day. And
okay.
This sounds like a bit of a tease now because I'm not going to tell you what I saw because it would spoil it for the people who are going to see it. And
he's going to share it.
What I did was he didn't know about the Acolytes page. He didn't actually know we were streaming.
Okay.
So I showed him the streaming and oh my god, I think I'm going to die. And so I showed him the Acolytes page. And I said, you're right, like as soon as you get home, get over there tonight, blah, blah, put this up on the page and, show the people.
Love it.
So I sort of make this into a tease. That hadn't been my intention, but there's this young man, he's in Japan for a few weeks now, taking this course. And if he follows by request what I did, he will quickly, sometime, whatever, share this. And you'll know the one I mean, without me saying anything more than this. when you see a picture of somebody's print, this young man from Germany, come up on the Accolade page, I guarantee everybody is just going to go, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. That's all. I'll tease it that much because I can't tell you because it would spoil the fun. So just trust me on this. Just let me ride with this,
Okay.
And he said he will do it. He said he would post it up. So maybe last night he had no time. I don't know, but it will come shortly on that page. And I had sizing through yesterday, so he and I and the other people, some of the staff from Eli were here with him yesterday, 3 of them. So we had a good time. They were here like, 3-4 hours. They were watching the sizing and just enjoying what was going on. Wow. This thing is so much fun, Cameron. This idea that people all over the world are really getting into this and trying it.
Yeah.
Because of the stream and the page. It's just so much fun.
It has an octopus in it, doesn't it? That's Dead Steve's
Well,
guess.
okay, and again, I don't want to spoil it. It doesn't have an owl and it doesn't have an octopus, and that's all I'm going to say. So don't
keep asking.
So if I keep denying, we'll get to it. So just leave it alone. But I'll leave it at those 2. It doesn't have an octopus and it doesn't have an owl. And the other customers who are in the shop, he showed me his phone, and I'm just making so much noise, and everybody in the shop turns and sees what's going on. But there's a guy over here,
I'm not even going to ask Dave that question because he said don't narrow it down anymore.
So just leave it. Yeah, just leave it. Like I said, I hadn't been intending to tease.
Gordon, shh.
I'm out of it. Don't show me.
Who wins the next video?
What do you mean, Cameron? Isn't it ready yet? Are you laughing or crying?
Both.
Why? What do you mean?
I don't have anything. No video yet. It'll be a while.
No, the next one's got to be mine. I've got to do David's Choice. It's clear. I know I've done 2 big ramble videos, so let's leave those alone for a while. I need to do a David's Choice. Clearly, grab something from the shop in my collection and to chat about it. That's clearly the next video.
Yep. And the next one.
It's over to me now, no question about it. So, tomorrow I can't do it. I'm in Ome tomorrow for the block work, block preparation work. So if I prepare something during the week, maybe tomorrow I'll dig through the collection, see if I can find something that catches my eye.
Yeah.
Bring it back, and then over the week prepare a bit of a talk, and then next Tuesday when the shop is closed, do the next David's Choice video. Maybe that's a plan. Whether I'll stick to it or not, I don't know. But,
or get Aoyama-san to take some short videos of you cutting up the blocks tomorrow and setting up that bandsaw.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be a specific. That would be a blog thing or whatever. So we intend to do that anyway. Get some shots of that for blogging and stuff. But it wouldn't be a specific production. Not yet.
Okay, I'm working on a video about that bamboo skin barn thingy.
Oh no! Yeah, we need to do.
So
the thing is, that's a difficult video to produce. That's going to be a tutorial video. It has to be well produced so that people can get actually tutorial value. Where to put your finger, how to hold this, how to tie this, how
so
to do
I
that.
have to know what I'm looking for in order to take pictures of it.
And it's a big production. And it's not a simple thing to do, which is sort of why it hasn't happened yet. Did I mention, we were talking on stream today that I found on the Amazon S3 server something called sugabaron.movie.
Right, I haven't opened it yet, did you?
I did, I had a look at it last night. And looking at it, I think it's you who took it, but I don't know. It's Suga-san tying a baron, shot from over her left shoulder, with Matsumura-kun sitting, watching, and commenting. She's showing him how to tie a baron. So it must have been taken during the time he was here, which was last 9, 10, 11.
Yeah. So
and the person on the camera doesn't speak, so we can't hear it. It's not me. I have nothing. I didn't even know this existed.
I don't have any recollection of doing that either.
And it's a pretty shot over the shoulder video.
Definitely wasn't me.
What I meant was it's just a quick handheld. Touche. Okay, I walked right into that one. Okay, all right. Anyway, it's nowhere near good enough to be a tutorial.
Right, but it was someone just trying to see how do you do this and
Yeah, but like
take a
somebody
quick
put it
video.
on Amazon, which I'm the only one that usually knows what that's all about.
Huh.
So anyway, there it is. So it's nothing to get excited about. Maybe I am saying, why were they showing Matsumoto-san? Because for a short time there, Matsumoto-san wasn't working out in the shop. And I chatted with the manager staff about it's time to let him go. And the idea was, look, let's see if maybe we can use him upstairs. He can help do sizing, he can help do this, if he's not turning out to be personable enough to go to the shop.
Right.
So we did, we let him try up there for a while.
Yes.
And that was a disaster, so we parted company. So it might have been partly to do with that. I don't know.
Yeah. Treadmill 2 asks, what about a video on the 8 views of Omi?
On what?
The 8 views, the Hiroshige set that is now...
Yeah, that could be a thing, you know. I have mixed feelings about that one. I'm not sure how much I explained about it. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous woodblock print set. The problem in making a video and explaining about it, in fact, I got into that situation yesterday. The young man we're talking about just now from Germany who was at MILAB, the other person with him from MILAB said, I'm looking forward to going to the Ota Museum later today to go and see the Hiroshi exhibition. Because he said, oh my God, I love the Hiroshige landscapes. They're just all so gorgeous. The Tokaido series and stuff like that. And that gave Dave a poke. And I said, well, Hiroshige's Tokaido was actually his lower class work. He did some other stuff that, was pretty interesting. And we had a minute, so we ran upstairs and I pulled out my set. And one of those sets already gone. The set we showed him, it's already sold. But I pulled out my set. And I put it in the light, in the window there where the light was showing on it. And those two guys, the three of them, the two guys and the young lady from MILAB, they were stunned into silence by this, absolutely stunned into silence. But then, to make a point in my story here, I then showed them down in the shop other versions of that same Hiroshige designs that we have. The one we're talking about here is done by Adachi in the 1970s. We also have the same series done by other publishers in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and whatever. And they're nowhere near as good. And I was in the awkward position of showing them these drop-dead gorgeous Prince William collection, then coming down to our shop and showing them for sale with
you
a
can buy
price
these
tag.
ones instead.
And people can buy these ones. And they were totally nowhere near as good.
Yeah.
And there was a conversation. Am I cheating people by selling prints that are not the best prints that have ever been made on the surface of this planet? I mean, you can see where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
The prints we're selling are representative of what they are. They were Showa era copies, and they're priced as such.
Yeah, I'm not pretending they're 200-year-old original.
No, but also they weren't even as well made.
That's
Whatever. It's an interesting
50
question.
years.
If I only put in the shop prints that I thought were the most beautiful prints that have ever made in the planet, we would have simply a very empty shop. We couldn't do business.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were chatting. We came down and showed this, and a bunch of other customers who were here joined in. And we put them right there. We put them out on the counter. These beautiful prints from 1970s. The one in my shop with the price tag, 7,000 yen.
Yeah.
We're talking about this, and you can see the 7,000 yen one is just, in comparison, is oh my God, it's no good. How could they have sold that thing? And while we're talking about this, some other customers watching this and listening to this, he reaches over, grabs it, and buys it. Because, whatever. So they're okay. They're beautiful. But, there's always something that can be better. So anyway, what I was saying is the reason I can't easily make a video about that is because that's part of the discussion. To make a video showing how good these are, do I have to show in comparison some of the stuff that's not as good as that, the stuff we are selling in our shop? And also, I have to badmouth Adachi. Adachi is still there. I have to respect the guy himself, their place. And I'm not sitting here willing to diss it and show, look at the crap that they're making these days. Blah. I can mention it here in passing. But to make a YouTube video that's going to stand there for a long time, you know where I'm getting it. It's difficult to do this. So we'll save that set for now. At some point, when we're making a video about, look at some of the gorgeous things that have been made over the past years, we will use that as an example from that era and show people what it is without getting into the comparison point. But they can't do it anymore, Yeah, just for the knowledge here. So I showed two sets that day. Our own set. And in the stream last week, I showed two sets, the one that had just come in from an auction purchase and my own set. And we're keeping my own, and the other one has now gone. It's flown away to a new home. So,
Satori HS says, I don't think there's a moral quandary there. Just shouldn't feel too bad about showing it, I guess.
it's not a moral quandary, but it's really an interesting point. You know, Dave's Moko Hong Kong venture is supposed to be selling. Look at, we're putting our Moko Hong Kong brand on prints that we think are good prints. And that here we are, there's something in our flea market. Well, what can I say? All the prints in the flea market are not perfect prints. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know where it's
Yeah. Got a question. I've been considering wood carving, but haven't started yet. I'm a gamer streamer, and my gaming PC motherboard crashed, so I have to buy a whole new setup. I still have my encoding PC, so I thought about doing crafting things like wood carving. Do you have any tips that could help me? I'm not sure I
What's the connection with the
understand the
PC
whole
business?
connection.
Wood carving is getting a piece of wood and chopping holes in it.
Yeah. But
If he's talking about streaming it, you mean? I don't
I
understand.
mean, what materials to stream? Or, well, stream you rebuilding your own new computer.
If it's
but-
tips about getting started on printmaking, whatever, Cameron, you can send that information that you sent her. Yeah. Or the guy can go to the Acolytes page and get some information from the beginners there.
Start with a piece of wood out of your garage and whatever other tools you might have, and start that way. But send an email.
There are a few emails over the weekend that I've thrown over to you for,
Okay.
For looking at. It's just the standard kind of stuff.
Okay.
A couple of Tiger Woods letters and a couple of people who want us to carve their designs. 2 or 3.
Oh, okay.
In fact, one day I think 2 of those came in.
Wow.
Also, so did you see that one? It came in Friday night after you left. I must have seen it Saturday morning. Somebody got a print that he didn't order.
Yes, I did see that this morning.
So I didn't take the trouble to go through the order book. I thought,
Yeah, I'm
that's
gonna
the
see
Cameron's he'll have.
what got mismatched.
It didn't seem like an only mistake because it had
Okay.
the same customer number.
Okay.
So it's mistakes that has happened to this
Okay.
thing. So, and he was upset, just letting us know what happened.
Yeah,
He's
so
concerned
get
that somebody else
print
has
the
it
right
out there.
way.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. How many tentacles to go?
I don't know because you can't count 1 to 8 because they're all just mixed up and tangled up with each other.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
2 or 3 octopus in there.
We're pretty much there on this block. I know the big head. I haven't done the 2 heads yet, and that's going to be more difficult.
Yeah.
Then we're coming close. You know, after this block is done, the next block will be the yellow seaweed background, which will be a really easy block. And then after that will be the sky, open sky block, which will be just easy. And then it'll be time to start some test printing.
All right. How's baby Cameron doing? He's great. He's running around.
Baby camera, baby help.
I think, yeah. But running around full of energy all the time. Messy eater. A lot of fun.
Sounds like me. Next question. Is she going to come and like drop in and visit now and then or something? Or did you
Maybe
think
so.
about that or not?
Yeah, thinking about it.
I mean, off rush hour, the train should be an easy, relaxed, peaceful train trip.
Yeah.
huh?
It's true.
Getting to the station, I don't know. But,
It's not bad. Are there any carvers or printmakers at Dave's level of skill or above around these days?
yes, of course. So this is a myth here that Dave's the last great master and stuff. My friend Asuka Haru, there's videos of him on the internet. He does demonstrations all over. He teaches people. He's got a much better trained carver than I am. Asaka Haru. And then as far as straight printing goes, there's a number of the guys, and Numabi-san can print rings around me, of course. He's got 50 years of experience. Kuroda-san, wonderfully experienced printer.
He does quite a few of
working
our...
for Dachi, yeah. So what you won't find is there's people who do both. That's not so common.
Right.
In fact, basically, who else? I don't know if anybody else doing this now. There was Katsura-san. He's passed away a couple of years ago. But no, I'm not the last great hope at all. There's that sometimes gets overlooked because I'm the one with a huge social media presence, and the other people working here don't have much of an internet presence. And
Quietly doing their things.
so just quietly doing their work, exactly. So please, put that to bed. I'm not the be-all, end-all here. I'm very good at what I do, and I'm unusual in that I do both and do other stuff and the programming and the business and all that stuff. But no, I'm not the only game in town. It hurts Asuka-san sometimes, because he is actually a technically better carver than me. He's properly trained, and he does the thing the actual right way.
Yeah.
He feels sometimes that I get too much of the attention. He knows he's not angry at me because he knows I'm not sucking it up from him, sucking it away from him. But, that's something we could do actually one day, for say a David's Choice video or something like that. We could go get his permission, go over there and do a mini doc, or just a 10-minute little introduction video introducing the guy and what he's doing. And I can sit there, so close. I'll put it on the record that my respect for this guy and chat about how he's good about this and stuff like that. I think he'd be cool for that.
I think so.
That would help put a bit of the myth to bed. I'm the only guy here. I'm the guy in town doing that.
Saying, it would be nice to learn more about the printmaking scene, the others in Japan.
Well, it's tough because I'm really not the guy who can do most of it. Asuka Sensei and we're friends, so he could do that. But in general, I wouldn't be the guy to do the survey because some of those people and I we're not buddies anymore, So, but Asuka Sensei's fine because he's got such good skill.
Yeah. And I can't remember, does he speak English well, or is it an assistant that teaches his English?
He knows he can't speak anything.
Oh, okay.
Louise-san, she's a British young lady. She's been here working with him, studying under him, and she's turned out to be his de facto interpreter translator.
Okay. Because I knew they taught English.
They taught in English. They do what they do is they've turned out. I think it's Wednesday is their English day. When Louise is always there, so that whenever they have people who want a one-day class or a one-day lesson or to an interview or stuff like that, they arrange for that to happen on Wednesday.
Okay.
But that may be not the current scene. I don't know. So.
Yeah. Okay.
And Louise, she's got her own stuff. She's a higher college thing, and she's got other kinds of jobs. At one point, I was thinking of talking to her about maybe being here, but she wasn't interested. She's got her own life and her own stuff.
Yeah.
Before I talked to you, she was one of the people I was thinking
Is it basswood or basswood? I'm saying.
It's basswood. It's what Matt Brown uses for all his prints. It's unusable for what we do here. It's way too soft, way too splintery, way too warpy. But Matt swears by it.
Matt who?
Matt Brown in New Hampshire.
Oh, okay. Yeah, someone was saying, the one who was asking about getting a new computer and everything was saying, I was told balsa and bass were very soft and great for starting out.
Well, balsa's not going to hold any kind of line, so balsa's but basswood, well, experiment with it. It takes impressions, it makes color. You're not going to take 1,000 copies of your first print. So easy.
But these kinds of small dots wouldn't work well on it at all. Okay.
What's next? Let's do a little piece. I was gonna try and do. I I can't see this zone here, but it turns out that I screwed up a bunch of strokes this morning. There's here, it's missing. So on the iPad, I missed tracing this part. So
Oh, no.
I'm gonna have to go back to the iPad, do it, and print it out again. See this little bunch of dots
Yeah.
here? That's this one.
Oh.
And right next to it should be that curve. Where is it? Over
Yeah.
here. Right here. And I forgot.
Oh no.
The chap
Didn't catch
let
him.
me down, you know. They let me down. I went through that and missed that whole section on the iPad. I think part of it was, remember, that's the place where the page break happens. On the right and left. And it was perhaps not clear what was happening. So I got it. See if I can find someone to make this somebody else's fault.
Yeah. Blame the page break.
They blamed the page break, and also that's why it was. It was partly covered up because this was the cover-up zone. So
Got it.
can I think of any more excuses here?
Yeah, it's all on us. We're really sorry, Dave. And Dead Steve saying.
Desperately thinking of some way to make it somebody else's fault.
I think, like we've talked about before, this print was part of a book. Is this the first time you know of that it's been combined into a single print, not divided over 2
I've never
pages?
seen a reproduction of this, period. I've never seen any reproduction of it. So that's all I can say. It may have been under-the-counter reproduction at some point, but I've never seen one in any auction or in any sale or in any bookshop or anywhere. So if it was reproduced at some point in the past, there certainly weren't many copies made of it. And the book itself, there was no way that would have been reproduced. It's 10, 12 pages, huge carving, and it's of no interest to most people.
Yeah.
So the book itself, I know, hasn't been reproduced. And now, as we said the other day on this Shimoikon, he's also doing his own reproduction of this print as we speak. It may be finished, I don't know, because he's sitting there working away at it every day, and I'm not. So after all these years of sleeping, here we are, there's 2 reproductions coming to life at the same time.
Yeah.
So, it's good. He'll be first to market. And he's got nothing else to do but that, so that's fine. But, we'll see. Doesn't matter. There's no rush on it.
The one thing I wish I could source better is for carving is transfer paper or gampi. The wax paper stuff from McLean's is awful and unwieldy as all heck. Direct quote.
Wax paper for transfer? I think
said.
he's misunderstanding. They sell wax paper for the back when you're rubbing your barrel.
Right.
I think there may be a bit of confusion happening here about the 2 different products. I'm not quite sure what he's done or assumed.
I might have the wrong product. Speaking of the wax paper for that, did it ever arrive? Because we ordered it.
Yeah,
last
pretty
week.
sure, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah,
Because I remember they were saying we thought it was going to come today, but what happened?
No, they're fine.
Okay, good. Glad to hear it.
It's not paid for. The bill is in there. It's on your desk.
Okay.
The bill from Quintessence. There's a bunch of stuff, envelopes, always send a bunch of things. I think there's receipts and all kinds of stuff on your desk. You have stuff waiting
All
for
sorts of fun stuff.
you. Am I in, out? I don't know where I am. I'm supposed to be taped.
And gampi is surprisingly expensive considering it's destroyed in the process of using it.
It's nothing to do with the price. It's difficult to make.
Yeah.
But we talked about this before. Ozuwashi in Tokyo here has an English website. They have where the gampi is. They sell it online. Ozuwashi. We just got something and their web service was terrible. It said it was in stock, would ship the next day, and it came 2 weeks later.
2 weeks later.
And it sat in the tacky bin depot here for a few days because they had written, for example, we ordered it whatever September 2nd. They said it was shipped September 3rd. They wrote on the shipping paper, deliver September 9th. It sat in the tacky bin office for the week until September 9th. And they just follow instructions. When the guy finally brought it, I'm like ripping him up. Now, what are you doing? He showed me the Dempio. It's right there, September 9th. So, okay, sorry. He just said, we assume, whatever, that's what the shipper said to do. So
Interesting.
So Ozawashi's delivery people don't know their head from that. We're also finally moving forward on Sawaki-san stuff now. Aoyama-san is grabbing this now. The printers are all on. He wrote to the printers himself. He got tired of waiting for me to get it organized.
Ohayou gozaimasu. Suga-san did.
Whoa. Did you see upstairs all the paper? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packages to show. It's a new world record, I think. Say hello. Everybody likes seeing you here. Say hello. Sorry. What I was just chatting, this is Sugi-san, and she's been upstairs already. And I had my instructions this morning on stuff to take out of the freezer. Yeah. And it was 1 package for Aimi-san, 1 package for Ai-chan, 2 packages for Sugi-san, and 2 packages for Ishikawa-san. The 6 packages, a new world record for me to take stuff out of the freezer. So the freezer is empty this morning, and there's just nothing left but Kawaii-san stuff in it. So what am I doing here? You got a carving request to you? Hang on.
地積みなんですけど、もうちょっとここのなんかここがちょっと
Okay. Cameron, you can explain what's going on here right now, can you?
This print.
It's the
Maybe we should make a video about this one.
What do you think? Should we make a video? So, この辺ですね。
この辺がちょっと
はい。
もうちょっとです。
I'll need
いい
to
ですか？
zoom
す
out
い
a
ま
bit.
せん。
Okay.
午後にするので、
Okay,
急がなくて大丈夫です。
Don't say that because it means like I'll never do it. So she just said it's no rush. Take your time, and I'm like, don't ever tell me that. So, let's do it right now. この辺だけ。
来年
ここだけ。周り全部。
なんかね、ここが特に低いかなって低いって
今ここもでしょ。
ああ、そう
Okay.
か。
So let's have a look at this.
He's gonna clear off the area around the shoulder so that the
Okay,
paper doesn't
ありがとうございます。
droop down and get pigment where it's not supposed to be.
I can tap, all right? It's not gonna. The mic should be
Give
okay.
anyone a
whatever.
headache.
Which reminds me, I had a bit of show and tell prepared for this morning. So let's do a little bit of this right now, and a little bit of show and tell. Actually, it's funny. I said I have a short show and tell foot. I think I'll try and recreate what I said. I said I have a short show and tell for this one. No. Actually, it's a really long show and tell. No, it's a short short show and tell, but it's really, really long. If that makes any sense, or something like that. I forget what I actually said. I don't know what it was. Anyway, let me do this, and then let's have that show and tell. We're okay for time, right?
Oh yeah, it's 9:08.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Cameron may or may not have seen this print before. Indeed. Spent a lot of time looking at this block set.
Am I on camera? No.
Oh, you just went off right then. You started on camera.
Yeah.
That works.
We're gonna have to zoom a bit. I think.
You don't see that U gouge so often.
No. We never use them in the middle, in the normal course of printing. They're simply for clear. danger territory, of course.
Yeah.
Look at this Chon-san. What are you doing with that boy? I can see why she's complaining. His angles are all wrong. It's just, don't want to talk about it. I don't know what to do. We've talked to him and talked to him and talked to him and talked to him about it.
Just gotta go deeper.
And he's even heard it from Rachel, his own girlfriend. She's printing and she's told him, look, it's too sharp.
Yeah.
And the guy just refuses. I get what he's at, because what he's seen is he's seen major error blocks. And he's thinking Dave is full of noise, and what Chon-san's going to do, I'm going to learn how to carve prints, just like the old Meiji era blocks.
Right.
And that's a wonderful
Aspiration,
but unfortunately, unless we have Meiji era paper and Meiji era barons and Meiji era printers, we're not going to be able to do it that way. That paper was dead smooth, flat. You just breathed it onto the surface of the block and it printed fine. Our paper is rough, rough, rough. We have to push it down. Asuka Sensei's told him about it, Every time she spoils a print with a black mark on the edge, that's, $150 thrown away.
Yeah.
Plus her time, everything,
Do your neighbors hate you with the bang, bang, bang?
Nothing.
No. I don't think so. We never got any complaints using power tools here building on the first floor, so I don't think.
Well, that's because you have to suck it up. I mean,
Yeah.
that was really noisy. I mean, last week, one evening here, the kimono shop,
Yeah.
the construction guys came in. They did some renovation work up on the second floor, and they were drilling into the concrete. So the whole building is just like, and I'm upstairs trying to sleep. Whatever, you just have to suck it up. I mean, those people, that's all you can do. We do it to them, and they do it to us, and you take your turns.
Satori HS asks, was the paper really that much better back then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Next question. This is part of yesterday's the conversation before you came. We were talking about those Adachi prints. Were you here already? Upstairs, the young man from Germany.
Right.
We
Yeah.
were looking at the Adachi prints upstairs, and that's the first thing they're struck by. Oh my God! Look at that paper. The guy said, "Look at that paper." And then now this guy understands. He's heard me bitching on the stream about how bad the paper is these days. And when he saw that yesterday.
Now I get it.
Now I get it, yes. Dave's not just blowing smoke and making noise here. My God, if you saw the old paper. My God. What am I going to make a video about it? Hold up 2 sheets of white paper in front of the camera. You can't do that. I can't, That's the single biggest frustration in our lives. The materials we get these days. People think I'm just being overly odd. Yeah, come on. My God, you have no idea. When Suga-san first saw the Sadachi prints, when we got them, I don't know, whatever, it's half a year, so she cried when she saw that paper. She's sitting there like this,
I would love a video holding up 2 sheets of blank paper, someone says. Someone somewhere has probably already done that.
I mean, you see what I'm getting at. I mean,
Yeah.
The video stuff and the technique, it's all wonderful technology, but the only way to show you the difference is here we are side by side. Let's get near the window. Look at that. Look at this. Feel this. Feel that. I don't have any way to do this with the tools we have. The cameras and whatever we have. We can try, but whatever. Tell you what, let's switch. I don't know if this is going to take me quite a bit of time to smooth this out. So let's switch to our show and tell.
All right.
Let me try
The
that.
short, long show.
The short, long show and tell. I'm going to have to get this out of the way. Can you swing this around, like right out of the way? And with no kidding, I'm not going to be able to show you these prints in their entirety. So we get what's happening. It's a big print. It's not a big print. Do you know what the word Hashira-e means?
I mean lettered design?
Hashira. This is a Hashira.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
If you think about post and beam
post,
construction,
Pillar, column.
pillar column, yes, suppose. In a traditional Japanese house, they're all what we would say about 4 inches wide, right? The hashira, the columns in a Japanese house. At some point, back in the Edo era, there must have been some idea that people would put prints and stick them up on these beams.
Huh.
And I don't know where it originated. It was sutras or religious stuff or whatever. I don't have a clue where it all started. There was a thing back in the Edo era for making hashira-e, woodblock prints. And on Yahoo Auctions, this was fun. This was a public open auction last week.
Yeah.
It was what, Tuesday night or something? A bunch of
It just
hashira
keeps
come up,
coming.
and nobody bid on them. And the guy who put them up put the 4 of them against the wall somewhere.
Yeah.
Took a picture and put it up without giving an indication of scale. So people who looked at the picture without understanding what they were seeing would think these were like 4 senshafida prints.
Yeah.
So nobody bid on them.
Gozaimasu.
And I knew what they were. I've got a bunch of these back in Oman. In fact, I've already got a couple of these same designs here. And I don't know, are we on camera or not on camera, or how do we do this? I know we're going to roll this. Here we are. There's the top of it. Boo, 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 boo. There's the bottom of it. And I'll tell you what, can you take one of these? Can you hold it up and go and take it back over here so that that camera can show what's happening here? You got it? Are you there? Can you see? So hold it away from you. Move your body to the side. So, yeah, there we go. And there we are. And that's something that would go. And it's literally a hashira-e post picture. Meaning to go, and it fits the exact width to go in the post.
Cat dog at the bottom again.
Now you think about you trying to design for a space that's, what's the dimensions? It's 10 by 1 or 8 by 1? What's the actual proportions?
I don't know. It's
There's one.
too long.
And we've got some of these, and there's things like with 2 people in here, and there's also a genre of hashira-e shunga. These are not those. Don't panic.
Not
These
quite,
are what's
but they're
called.
all people getting ready for
So
the bath.
this is abana-e. It's that genre of slightly dangerous pictures. So these would have come from a publisher. It's probably making shunga. These are slightly milder versions, and these are wood block prints. These are wood block prints.
Long piece
And you
of
think
wood.
about the registration. You must have had to try and print it like this with the registration marks. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! And they're perfectly registered. These are pre-war. I know, maybe 1920s, 1930s, I think. Not quite sure. The paper is not the best. The workmanship, the craftsmanship is very nice. Not the best in the world, but nice, tasteful, cleanly printed, cleanly carved.
Someone asks Harunobu because the face.
No,
is,
this
I
is
think,
Koryusai. No, this is Koryusai. It's very, very similar. I know Koryusai followed up.
Good guess.
Yeah. Monikawai-san.
Wow, how did they drop them onto the blocks for printing?
Well, carefully. You can see the way it's done. You can see this is where the this is one of the registration marks was there. Am I zooming that far enough? We can't. Can we see this?
Here you go.
So they would. There's the registration mark is in the corner, maybe, or they. No, there's no notch here.
It looks so dark.
They've done it in the exact traditional way.
So dark.
Corner registration there. Scale, lay it down. Bang, away you go. And it's a woodblock print, no joke. It's a normal woodblock print. And again, we talk about the paper. This must be a pretty stable paper, because if it isn't stable paper, you're going to get stretched like you never believe.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I know blocks distort in the horizontal direction. Trees and stuff. They don't, blocks. So. No, blocks don't usually stretch and swell. They might get a bit of a bow or warp or some curve, but so the registration is no problem at all. Oh, it's no problem.
Oh, the mysterious pet reappears. The one that's
Whatever
cat
you
dog
tell
or
me,
something.
it's the dog, it's the dat, the dog
dat.
cat, or the cog, whatever
The
you
cog.
call. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Or it's a wolf or something. I haven't a clue what pet that is. If I had put my money, I would say he was intending it to be a cat. His cats were more common as pets for women than dogs back in those days when dogs were vicious animals. So I think it's meant to be a cat. But your guess is as good as mine.
Those animals usually don't look great in stuff like this. Birds always look nice.
Well, yeah, they're weird, whatever. So there's one of them. What's the second one here? Ooh, look at this, we're getting under her skirts. Well, this is an abunae. This is an it's called you site.
It's a Pokemon ancestor.
Oh, that thing. So. This one just says Koryu. They dropped enough Koryu got instead of saying Koryu site. This is nice pigment, This is stuff we can't get anymore. This is Benny from flowers. Benny Bella. Very nice touch. What else we got here? This one's a bit clumsy. This is a different. No, this could be even a different publisher. I don't know. This is much clumsier. Look at the face. Look at the eyes. I mean, what? What? So these two, I don't know.
They're like boomerangs.
I'm also not sure what this is. It's her towel. She's getting washed, whatever. But what are we seeing here? It's got a string on it. And it could be a face mask, I don't know, or it could be a feminine product of some kind. I don't know. No idea. If they would put that in a wood bucket.
What is that?
It's some kind of, there's no idea, some kind of dirt or grime or whatever has been into the package and it's spread out a little bit.
Okay.
In fact, there's a stone, yeah, look at that.
Scratches off.
So, well, no, there's a stone inside the paper, or something inside the paper.
Weird.
Just left alone. So now there's a hole. And the last one is the Kiyonaga. Tori Kiyonaga ga, drawn by Kiyonaga from the Tori school. And we have another. Oh, look, there's a bit of karazuri. This is clearly a cat.
Yeah, that one's a cat.
This is clearly a cat. It's not a very attractive cat, but it's clearly a cat.
But it's a cat.
And this one's showing a bit of misregistration here.
Oh yeah, the red's off.
And also, this is not that. Maybe look at that kimono pattern. This is a bit of a clumsy print all over. And the calligraphy too. Look at this. Not printed very well. The block was drying out when the guy was doing this. So this could be a rough test print, or just careless printing, whatever. I don't know.
That's a fat cat for sure. Is it really called Abunae? It's Abuna from Abunai, and then E for
pictures.
just
Yes.
for
It's
image,
the name
right?
of the genre.
Okay.
I don't know if back in the Edo era was it called that. Throughout the 20th century, that became the name for them. There's ukiyo-e, there's abunae, and there's shunga. No, shunga is outright, sex pictures. This is just simply show a little knee or something like that. So. Anyway, there they are. Not great wood buttons, but interesting items. And the auction was for 3,800 yen.
Wow, a little under 1,000 each.
$9 each,
Yeah.
$8 each. So I'll take that. And for the question, I don't think these will be in the shop. I know things like this, we keep them.
We don't have any packaging for it.
So, well, they came to be folded. The guy folded. They had been folded years ago. So the guy just folded them up and sent them to me. We will never fold them again. We'll keep them straight. And a couple of them might be doubles. I don't know what. I got so many of these at home. I don't remember all the pictures, all the examples. So it could be that maybe that's some doubles. So perhaps we'd put it in the shop. But at the moment, I'm not thinking about it. So don't.
Don't check online right now.
No. Are they waiting to come in or something? Soか、Kawai-san. The first party is Sensoji. Kawai-san doesn't know this. It's repeated. They let me know last night. I only found out about it last night.
Where is it?
Oh, I might be in the total. Okay, whatever. Okay, when he comes out, if I forget, let him know. We have to switch the blocks. It's going to take him a minute to get that organized. Can I have a tool back?
You need a catalog. What kind of catalog do you have?
What prints I own, you mean? Yeah. Actually, we'll do. That's a kind of an intern job, right? If at some point in the future, maybe we've got some people here with some spare time. Once the catalog comes here, we've got to buy some nice filing cabinets and stuff like that. So at that point, we'll try and make a sensible list of what we've got.
Yeah.
I know what we've got and what it is and that kind of stuff, but none of the staff knows what it is. So we need an intern or something. Set up a database, number and catalog them all, and then go through with me chatting about it and telling them what I know about these things and what I don't know about them and what needs to be researched and stuff like that. And I should make it clear, my collection is not world-class, wonderful stuff. It's cheap little things that I picked up here and there that are really interesting and lots of backstories and lots of little things that I notice. But this is not a world-class collection that we should set up a museum for and all that stuff, you know. It's a fun collection. Fun collection. It's a difficult word to pronounce, to show because we have Abunai as a word. This is Abunai.
Yeah.
But I don't know where the term comes from. It could just be a 20th century thing because they didn't want to use the word shunga. I don't know.
Dangerous images.
Literally, yes.
Yeah. He's still not there. That line looks difficult to keep straight, I'd say.
I'm not covering a straight line. I mean, the line is here. I'm just clearing away some of the line. The leftover line is here. I'm clearing deeper on one side of it. That's all.
So you don't have to worry too much about keeping the clearing.
My danger is chipping it. If I slip and chip, then I'm in big trouble. It's hours of repair. This is why Sean said this should have been done as part of the normal carving at first. He was here last night. He picked up the empty wood blocks, the blank wood blocks for the color separations for sushi cats.
Oh, great.
Key block is done. The 2 key blocks are done. And he and I have been working on the color separations for the past week or so.
Oh, wow.
And the color seps are now done as in first stage done.
Yeah.
Because we're not really quite sure how we're going to do some of the things. But first stage is done.
Cool.
Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning. Hosono-san, very well. Doi-san, it's the Monday gang. Hello, guys. Hello, guys. All set for a quiet day or a noisy day? Who knows? Sandenkyuでしょ。Sandenkyu.
Yes, Sandenkyu, but I need two groups.
夜の間、アップデートしてください。夜の間にパーティー予約入ってますから。だからキャレンダーがまだ
どうですか？
直し、ちょっと浅いですから。すぐさんが。
菅さんのやつの直しで。
そう。So they got those auction goods. Nothing spectacular this week you haven't seen.
So yes, I saw the. I mean, tomorrow, next week we have some エゾシのあれが出てましたよ。あれレッチョのエゾシと
エゾシって何？
エゾシスモールブックレット番長72冊。
あ、そう。
72 different volumes。
高くなるかもしれないですから。
もうわかりません10万か。ちょっと後で。
OK はい。
そうか、浜田さんの作ったあれをぜひ後で見せてもらいます。
ありがとうございます。
そうですか。菅さんのプロセスを全部この間撮ってたやつあるそうですね。河合さん、最初のパーティーが。そう。そうですね。
Ohayou, everyone say.
So where are we for time? Am I supposed to be signing off now? Whatever. I'm gonna. Where are we? What time is it?
Exactly 9:30.
9:30, okay. This is Monday, the show. I know tomorrow, of course, there will be no stream at all. I'm going to Olney. I'll be taking my video camera with me unless I forget.
All right.
You can maybe help me remind before you leave tonight. Remind me on that.
Okay. Put it in your bag.
Or something or whatever. And we're going to be setting up a bandsaw. We've ordered a new bandsaw. It's out in Olney in its packaging waiting for us. The girls are already complaining because they can't get into the toilet because it's sitting. They can't come.
They can. They just have to.
Whatever.
What do they say? It's become athletic to get into the bathroom. Gotta do something.
So he and I tomorrow will set that up. There's a bunch of wood out there already that we've sent there. I know a bunch of wood is coming from Kyoto tomorrow. Dozens of boxes of wood blocks is coming. So we hope to have some interesting stuff to bring. We'll be blogging about it probably tomorrow as we do it. So watch the Facebook or watch the blog tomorrow for information on our new adventures with splitting up old wood. And from now on, the wood is going to be two bows, 2 arrows to our bow for wood. We're going to keep working on trying to find new wood, good wood.
Yeah.
But in a desperation measure, we're going to be repurposing, recycling older blocks for use in our work. Which is, it's not something bad. I mean, this is whatever, recycle, reuse, blah, blah. That's what we're supposed to do, right? So, says he, trying to justify it. So we'll be doing the two things concurrently from now on. And all the printers here are really looking forward to this. Printing off nice good old wood. Upstairs, right, Tim?
Yeah.
In fact, that might be a picture chance today too, because again, there's a bunch of printers upstairs today. How many?
Yeah.
Four printers.
All right. Could bring Kawai-san up, fake it, and say he's number 5. No, I'm just kidding. If he's not printing today, it sounds like a busy day
Oh,
of print
he's down
parties.
here. He is needed very much
Yeah.
down here today. So he wants to keep working on the career project, but he's needed down here today.
Yeah.
Right, camera sign us off, okay? And I'll be back here Wednesday. I'm not sure what I'll be doing Wednesday because there's a bunch of different things waiting. I mentioned yesterday I have to print some more share certificates, and I didn't get a chance to make paperwork last night. I was sizing last night till whatever time it was. So the Wednesday stream could be carving here dots, it could be share certificates, I don't know. It'll be something.
Okay.
Off tomorrow, back at it Wednesday.
All right.
Thanks for another week of this, guys. It's been fun for me. It's good fun. So
Thank you, everyone. We will see you
in a couple of days.
next time. Okay.